Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Beal. Today we're going to add and subtract with measurements. So the first one is done for us and we're going to look at these windows. It's Anna's window and Troy's window, sorry. So how much taller is Anna's window than Troy's window? So we're looking at this measurement right here, how tall. So Anna's window is 60 inches tall. And Troy's window is 45. So we're looking for the difference. When they want to know how much one is taller than the other, we're going to subtract. So 60 minus 45 equals what? So that's what our equation looks like. And then if you see down here, they do the work for you. So you do 60, you stack your numbers up, minus 45. Okay, so bigger bottom, better borrow, so I have to borrow from the tens. So 0 becomes 10. 10 minus 5 equals 5. And 5 minus 4 equals 1. So Anna's window is 15 inches taller. Okay, so the next one, they want to know how much wider, that's going this way, is Anna's window than Troy's window. So we're going to do the same setup because we're still looking for the difference between the two. So Anna's window, the width is 36 inches. Okay, and since we're finding the difference, we're going to subtract. So Troy's window is 28. So we're going to find out 36 minus 28 equals what? So that's how you set up your equation. Okay, and then you're going to stack your numbers up. So 36 minus 28, just like that. Okay, same thing, bigger bottom, better borrow from my 10. So the 3 becomes a 2, 6 becomes 16. 16 minus 8 equals 8. So 8 inches wider. Okay, that's the difference. Okay, so now that's if it's comparing two things, but when it wants to know the distance, we're looking at the entire distance around each window or object. In this case, they want to know what the distance is around Mike's window. So in order to do that, we're going to add all the measurements around each window. So if I know that his window is 3 feet wide, it's going to be 3 feet wide up here. It's the same distance. And if I know it's 5 feet tall on this side, we know that it's going to be 5 feet tall on the other side because we're looking at around. Okay, that's the big word here, around. So we're going to add them all up. So I'll show you how to set up your equation. So we're going to do 3 plus 5 plus 3 plus 5 equals what? Okay, so now we add. 3 plus 5 we know equals 8. So if this equals 8, then we know over here equals 8. And then you can add 8 plus 8. 8 plus 8 equals 16. So the distance around Mike's window is 16 feet. All right, and the next one, they want to know what the distance is around Anna's picture. So again, we know that it's 15 inches on this side, so we know it's going to be 15 on that side. And the width is 12 down here, so it's going to be 12 up here. Okay, and remember it's in inches. Okay, so let's set up our equation, same as we did for number 3. So we're going to do 12 plus 15 plus 12 plus 15 equals what? Make my question mark. All right, and then I'm going to do my work over here. They give me some nice space. So first we're going to do 12 plus 15. Okay, 2 plus 5 equals 7. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Now, I can write this out again because I'm just adding the same numbers, right? Or I know that this equals 27, so the other side, 12 plus 15 equals 27, it's adding the same thing. I can just write 27 plus 27. So however you want to write it out, whatever makes you see or understand better, okay? And now we're going to add 7 plus 7 equals 14. 2 plus 2 equals 4, plus 1 more is 5. So 54 inches. Okay? So now I'm going to set up the next page for you. But I would like you to try to answer the problems yourself. Okay? So we'll go through each of the problems together. All right? And then I'm going to ask you if you can either type your answers, email your answers, and send them to your teacher so we can correct them, or if you want to write them on a piece of paper and take a picture and send it, that'd be good too, just so we can see how you're doing and if you're understanding. But since it's a lot, I'm going to help you set them up. So the first problem for number 5, what we're going to do is we're going to decide whether we're going to add or subtract. Okay, and then we're going to write an equation to help solve each problem. So the first one, it wants to know what the distance is around the tablet. So it wants to know distance, so and around, those are my key words there. So I'm going to look at all sides. So I'm going to add. So I know if this is 17 centimeters down here, it's going to be 17 centimeters up there, and 24 centimeters tall on this side too. So we're going to go around and add. So this is how we're going to set up our equation. 17 plus 24 plus 17 plus 24 equals what? So if you see, you're going to add these together to find your total. So you can write them up here. You can start your first one for you and find out what that is and then add each side together. Okay? So I'm going to leave that there. So you still have to finish. You have to add those numbers all together to find how many centimeters around the distance is. Okay, let's look at number 6. How much longer, much longer is one jump rope than the other? So we're comparing here. So when we're comparing, we're looking for the difference. We're going to subtract. Okay, so we're going to take 84 is the first one, right? Minus 66 equals what? Okay, and you can just stack your numbers up here. I'm not going to solve for you. I want you to solve to find out how many inches longer is the one jump rope to the other. Okay. Let's look at the next one, number 7. Number 7, it says, how much taller is the chicken than the robin? So again, we're comparing two objects. So we're going to find the difference. So we're going to subtract. So we're going to take 32 minus 24 equals what? And again, you can stack your numbers up off to the side and solve. Okay. Okay, and the last one. This one's tricky, but I figured I could at least set you up and get in so you can understand. It says the distance around the rug is 14 feet. So we know the distance already. What is the length of the rug? Complete the equation to solve. So this is a pretty tricky question, but we know, let's see what we know first. We know that it's 3 feet on each side, right? So we know that 3 plus 3 equals 6. So since I know that at least half, I know half of what it equals is 6, now I'm going to say to myself, 6 plus what equals 14? Okay, 6 plus what equals 14? So in order to do that, I'm going to do my dot strategy. Okay, so I'm going to put 6 in my mind and I'm going to count up to 14. I'm going to stop once I get to 14. I'm going to make my dots right here. Okay, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Stop. Okay, so if I count here, how many dots do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, so I know that 6 plus 8 equals 14. But is it 8 on each side? That would be too much. So now I have to say to myself, I have to divide this number, split this number 8 into both sides. Okay, so what plus what equals 8? That's what you're going to try to figure out. And if you look here, your dots are going to help you. How many are on this side? How many are on this side? Okay, and then you can fill in that equation. So then you can fill up here what should go here. So I'm going to leave that blank and see if you can figure it out. But these dots should help you to help you decide what plus what equals 8. And then you'll know what to put in here, okay, for the rest of the equation. All right, so that's it for today. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please contact either myself or Mrs. Bruno, and keep practicing your math facts. Talk to you soon. Bye.